Hey, testing, journalist here. It's Cynical, the journalist. You can tell I'm a journalist due to my glasses. Today we are going on the hunt for the ever so infamous Ohio butt-tickling bandit. And we are going to find out his location. We've got some stuff that says he might be around here. Now, it was given to me by the government, so always take it with a grain of salt if it's given to you by the government. I mean, look at 9/11. Alright, that's something they were right about. So we'll keep you posted. Remember to stay journalistic and always buy your glasses and never pay retail.
So, I should probably explain myself. I have not uploaded a video in a total of a month. Yep, and probably a little longer than that. I don't remember the exact date. And the last video I released wasn't even one I really liked. The sexy red one is not very good, so don't watch it. It's boring. I've basically just been void of any creativity other than like music and any motivation to make anything fun or funny. But I'm back and better than ever because Canapato. Because I am broke right now, so I really do need to start making these bands. That way I can flex on these hating ass nibbers. So today I am doing what I said I would do, bringing back a franchise that no one asked to be brought back. This is actually happened. Was Cringe, Part 4, The Fourth Awakens, Episode 4. It's probably something else too.
Hey, I'm Simon.
Oh, Simon, that's
I'm
crazy.
Simon. And like many others, I played video games since I was a little kid. Only for me, it turned into an addiction that was making my life harder.
Well, it's pretty simple. Just get off of the couch. I say, sitting from a couch. Bum, bum, bum.
Before I turned 15, I was playing video games a lot, but not so much to ruin my grades or affect other aspects of life. Then, my friends introduced me to one competitive online game. I'm not going to call it by name, but most of you will probably guess which one I'm talking about.
Of course I know what you're talking about. Frogger. It's my shit. It's so online, it's so competitive, it's crazy.
We were playing together, talking through microphones, and it was a lot of fun, while working together as a team. Soon, my friends moved to other games, but I stuck with it.
What are you, a simp for Activision?
It wasn't just fun for me. It also was interesting to develop my skills in it. Honestly, I dreamed of turning into a professional gamer one day.
And then you realize that that's not a realistic career path? Does any of this matter?
To a professional gamer one day, and all my free time went to this. Basically, it felt like I was doing something useful.
Apparently, you think God opened up a cloud for you to play Fortnite?
Before, games were just about having fun. The same as like watching a movie or reading a book, you know? But
yeah, 'cause that's what games are. And movies. And most good books. What are you, gay?
But now, it felt like it was a lifestyle. I spent all my free time playing it, usually until morning. Of course, in school I was sleepy and exhausted.
And my parents thought I was on heroin, so they sent me to a rehab center.
And even if I wasn't, I was thinking about the game all day.
Then you've probably just got no life. That's not the game's problem.
Making videos about it, reading news, and exploring new strategies for it. And then, as soon as I would come home, I would start playing it again. Usually, I would think that I would play a bit and then do my homework and chores. But then, it was 1 more hour, then 2, 3, 5, and then it's morning again.
I find it more impressive that he was able to look at a monitor screen for 5 hours straight without bleeding out his eyes.
At this point, my grades seriously went down. And needless to say, my friends long have forgotten about me.
Then they aren't very good friends. I asked my brother to play Payday 2 with me and he said no. I should probably just ignore his ass forever.
I was obsessed with this one game, but I didn't mind, because I was getting better at the game, and other stuff didn't matter. But it got—
Using joke alert.
I started putting money into the game. I saved on lunch money, an overall allowance my parents gave me, and paid for stuff in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a deal to just buy stuff in a game. Just don't, be you.
Cosmetic. They didn't even give me any advantage. My parents didn't notice at first because they worked a lot and didn't have time for it.
And Dad was too busy getting drunk and bringing home prostitutes, so one day I blackmailed him and got a V-Bucks card.
This also allowed me even miss school in order
That's good. There was probably a shooting.
to play sometimes. So all of it continued for at least half a year. I managed to study as much as it was needed not to fail completely. I was very nervous, angry, and rude during this time.
Wait. The big twist is that he's the shooter. Wait a second. Is this Elliot Rogers?
I was arguing with other players in the game and insulted them.
Your mom's a whore. You're never gonna go anywhere in life. You're a piece of shit. I hope you die of anal cancer. I hope bad things happen to you, your entire family, and I hope you get crucified on your lawn. That was a good game, though.
Funny thing is that I've seen players like that since the first day of playing the game, but I always laughed at them, thinking I would never come to the dark side like them. The same was happening in real life. Whole day at school, I was craving to go back to play the game, and got annoyed when someone tried to talk to me about their stupid, as it seemed to me back then, problems.
I still don't listen to other people's problems. I've got too many myself to care about yours.
My parents finally caught on with what was happening and took my computer away from me.
And they burned me with a cigar for good measure, just to make sure I didn't talk back. Then they locked me in a vault, too.
I was so mad. I tried to explain to them that it's worth it and you can make millions as a professional player, but they didn't listen.
That was a good thing for them to do, because they're literally 99% of the people don't actually make it.
So I did the only reasonable thing I could in this situation.
Moved on with your life and went to see Oppenheimer. It's really good, by the way.
Started playing a cheap mobile knockoff of this game, but soon they took my phone away from me as well. I was even madder than previous time.
You should be mad about your grammar. I'm even more mad than previous time.
Listen to them. But with time, I started to realize what kind of situation I was in. Before my addiction started, I was a good student. Not great, but good. Now, I was failing at almost every subject. Yeah, even gym class.
Doesn't surprise me. You look kinda Jewish.
Either have to go to summer school or stay for a second year to even have a chance to pass my exams later. Realization of my screw-up was devastating for me. I felt like I had literally destroyed my chances for a good future.
Damn, game over, bitch.
Because of my stupid and unrealistic dream of becoming a professional gamer. Because, in reality, only one person out of several thousands has a chance of becoming—
Only one person out of several thousands? What?
I watched multiple videos and read articles from older guys who had the same problem, and their lives were miserable. I decided to devote my entire summer to studying, and although it was sad and hard for me, I barely managed to recover for the next year. My parents were very understanding.
I wouldn't be. I would give you an Old Testament style stoning.
Saw that I was working hard on correcting my mistakes. So now I'm kind of okay. It's still hard to study and prepare for exams, but at least I stopped ruining my chances while I still could. I don't think that video
Man, you
games are
should have
bad,
just thrown
and I
your
hope
life
I'll be
away.
able to get back to playing them
said.
when my situation is better. Not like last year, but like before, when I'd play games for just a few hours every other day. Until then, I have to keep away from them.
The lesson is that there's no such thing as a casual addict. He later went on to play video games again, thinking he would be a streamer, and he's actually currently dead in an alley of a heroin overdose because after the game addiction wasn't enough, he sold his console for money and then bought heroin and then sold his fingernails. This joke's getting pretty dark, actually. I don't know about that. See you in a minute.
I don't give a shit, Jeff. Give me my fucking latte. Hey, journalists and journalistas and non-binary folks. We are currently in the middle of the woods. We are walking to where we think the Ohio butthole tickling bandit is actually located. So we've actually narrowed it down to an abandoned trailer out in the middle of, Looks like nowhere, actually. But before we have to get there, we have to walk through the woods. So pray for us, please. All right. As you see, we're walking up on some weird site. Hold the fucking tripod, John. Hold it, you piece of shit. As you can see here, this is some sort of bag. It's probably satanic. I mean, like, look at it. It's probably satanic. We should probably just move on. And there's a stick. This is a great sign that the Ohio butthole tickling bandit has been here. He's really big on sharp things in lower areas. So this is definitely something he would love. He probably used it last night, so it's a little stiff right now. I guess we'll keep you posted. I'll let you know, fellow journalistes and my transgender homie inwards when we arrive there. But it appears that God is upset at us looking for the butthole tickling bandit because there is thunder. So if we die and don't get to do the third stage of the finding, then you know where to look for us. In the middle of nowhere. You'll know because you'll see the glasses. It means I'm a journalist.
Introducing our second guest for tonight. It's the same channel. It's the same re-uploads and all that. This is a sequel after all. This one is called I Caught My Dad with Another Woman and Had to Save My Family. You didn't tell anybody? Good decision.
Hi, my name is Claire, and I have a story to tell you.
Oh my
It's about
gosh, she has a
something that
story
really
to tell.
shocked me at the time, and it was very difficult for me to know how to react in that situation. Actually, I bet a lot of you would have felt the same if you caught your dad cheating.
Yeah, I know. I caught my dog humping this weed eater once. Instantly, I put him down. He betrayed his marriage.
Oh, a few months ago, I was leaving a bowling alley with a few friends of mine after my best friend's birthday, and we were
Weird flex.
pick us up. I noticed a familiar figure across the road. I looked closer, and I just couldn't believe my eyes. Or maybe I didn't want to believe them.
Well, I mean, your eyes are basically just dots. I'm sure it'd be hard to see anything. You must run into shit all the time.
It was my dad walking with a woman that I've never seen before. But the most shocking part was that they were holding hands.
What, you've never seen a man buy a prostitute before?
I felt like something was jerking inside of me, leaving a huge aching hole in my chest. I was still with my friends, and I didn't want them to see it, so I turned away and I tried to shift back to the conversation, but the best I could do was put on a blank stare and occasionally nod.
And you weren't listening to that conversation in which they both said that they had already banged your dad as well. Get better friends.
Anything else? What does this all mean? Is this what I think it is? That's
Any of this matter? Reuse joke alert again.
I just casually asked, "Hey Mom, do you know where Dad is?" And she said, "Hey darling,
He's out with his whore.
there's a huge load of paperwork that he said he needs to finish for tomorrow." How come? Did you want to ask him something? She'd clearly been fed some lines by my dad and couldn't even begin to imagine where he really was at that moment.
He switched one blank white room to another blank white room.
This was even more painful than seeing my dad with another woman earlier. I felt tears coming up, so I just quickly replied, "Oh, nothing really. I'll just talk to him later." I made my way
What a
upstairs to my
crybaby
room.
bitch.
I decided that I shouldn't tell her before I find out for sure what was really happening. I laid there on my bed, and all sorts of thoughts kept crawling into my mind.
How do shooters keep getting guns? Why do I look like Morona Flowers? How much is the right amount to sell your body?
Angry at myself for desperately trying to cover up the obvious and start imagining horrible scenarios of our family falling apart.
Where? You know whose families got torn apart? The families affected by the Ohio butt-tickling bandit.
Do they not love each other anymore? What if they get divorced? Who am I going to stay with?
Did it ever just occur to you that your dad's a sleazy prick?
The time slowly passed by, and a few hours later, I heard my dad coming in the front door. My heart sunk, and I started breathing heavily. I knew I had to talk to him, but first without Mom being involved or suspecting anything, so I just sent him a text asking him to meet me in my room.
Ooga booga, it was just a goof. I'm gonna talk.
I saw him, and I couldn't hold it in any longer, so I burst into tears and told him everything I saw earlier. His expression suddenly changed, and he sat next to me looking very sad. For a minute, he didn't say anything, but then I could see his eyes becoming watery too. He hugged me and said that he was really sorry and that he never ever wanted to hurt me like this. He told me that
According to the analogy you keep using, it looked like he did want to hurt you. He shot you with a gun.
He told me that the woman was someone he recently met at work, and it all happened really fast and felt really odd, but they started having lunches together, and then he agreed to go on a date with her. He said he wasn't sure what he was doing and why, but spending time with her helped him to realize how much he loved my mom.
That sounds like a fat load of shit.
Never wished to have anyone other than her as his wife. Then, seeing me now suffering like this showed him what a fool he was for even allowing this date to happen.
Yeah, it was pretty, retarded.
To us. I could tell he was being honest with me. I was really happy and relieved to hear his true feelings about my mom. He sat up straight and in a quiet voice asked me if I could forgive him.
And that voice said, fuck no. He's gay.
He should just be more open to her about everything from now on and not forget to tell her all the nice things he thinks about her. He was really grateful to me for understanding and said he agreed with me. In that moment, it felt like sharing this secret brought us even closer together.
That's really messed up.
Brought us even closer together. In the end, we never told my mom anything, but I could see their relationship flourished after that incident. It truly looked like my dad fully realized how lucky he was to have us as a family. I wasn't sure whether to ever share this story with anyone.
Mostly because it didn't really happen.
Be able to relate to this. The relationship between parents can get very difficult at times, and I think that children can actually play a bigger role in helping the situation by being more understanding, not jumping to conclusions, and not judging them.
That's the ending? Don't judge people? What a load of absolute horse-ass Anyway... This was interesting. Actually happened will always remain one of my favorite channels because it's a relic of a worse time in YouTube history when YouTube was just, well, worse. Now there are still problems on YouTube, obviously. The censorship of certain kinds of media, just child porn being on here and no one doing anything about it. You know, there's a lot YouTube has to fix, but at least they fixed actually happened, but it'll always be a relic of its time. Well, thank you for watching, and now it's time to end where it all began.
I said start filming, you piece of shit. You wait until I'm on the thing, you dumbass. We are here at the butthole tickling bandit's house, at least where we suspect him to be. I never needed these glasses, by the way. It was all a ruse. You got goofed. So we're about to make our way in there after I get my glasses because I really can't see now. Ah! All right. Let's make our way there. Make sure to document it, Jeff, you piece of shit. You're doing good, Jeff. I might give you a good old slobbery kiss later. So as you can see, we are approaching the house. Almost tripped. That would have been bad. What do you... Stop looking at me. Look at the building. Butthole tickling bandit. Are you... Are you here? We come in non-butthole tickling fashion, please. Huh. This place is like semi-nice, and it's a semi-charmed kind of life. Wait a second, Josh. There's a note over here on the floor. What the hell does that mean? New song starts now? New Cynical 07 videos coming soon? Josh? Do you know what that means, Josh? Josh! Oh, Josh, don't be mean. Oh no, Josh. Oh, this sound is me dying. I'm dying. Oh no, Josh, why? Why did you do it, you faggot, you piece of shit?
I'm back. For it off is a black. And I'll mess with your whack. I bought these pasos cause I am black. Yeah. Don't mess with your whack. Don't mess with your whack. Yes, I am back. Cynical on the mic. You know I mess up a dike. Do some drugs on a car. No, I don't. That's too far. I am only 16. I don't have a lip ring. Don't sell drugs to kids unless they are 13. Do a bunch of stuff that's illegal. Then I go and pet a beagle. Beat your kid with a fucking belt. I don't care. I'm going to hell. Do these drugs all night. No, I don't. That's just a lie. I'm just trying to sound cool, and I'm making this up off the top of my mind, so don't blame me if some weird shit comes out. I know that I am not honest out. I know that we need more water, it's a drought. I know that we're all going down. I'm back. For it all fades to black. I don't mess with your whack. Yeah, buying these Picassos cause I'm black. Yeah, I'm black. Yeah, I'm back. Don't mess with your whack. Yeah, don't mess with your whack. Yeah. Yo. I was molested by myself. Beat your mother with a long ass belt. I don't care when I hear the yelp. I'ma go for the dog like I plocka. Pulling up to cribs, only with the nig. I can't say that. I'll get fucking beat up. I don't really care. Unless I have no hair, then I would care. Air. Don't make me kick you in your derriere. I don't care. Yeah. I'm back. For it off, he's a black. I don't mess with your whack. Yeah, buying these Picasso because I'm black. I'm black. Yeah, I'm back. Don't mess with your whack. Don't mess with your whack. I'm black. For it off, he's a black. I don't mess with your whack. Buying these Picassos because I'm black. Yeah. Cynical 07, baby. 2023.